Hey guys, so quick update. We actually got some news about the One Piece live action coming from Netflix. So apparently a YouTuber by the name of Taku, I'm sure you guys have heard of him, has done a video where he talks with Matt Owens, one of the producers of the One Piece live action from Netflix. And pretty much in the video, he shows him a bit of anime live action and some of its not so flattering moments. And I guess that's kind of like the title slash clickbait of the video. Like, I showed the producer of the One Piece live action some of the worst anime live action, basically, right? So given that this is kind of big news, since this is a producer that is working on the show and, you know, he is talking about it and giving us a little bit of insight, I went ahead and watched a little bit of it, like, you know, a few minutes or so. Then I realized the video was an hour long. So I was like, okay, no, I'm not gonna watch this. But I figured I would go ahead and make a video to let you guys know about this and just kind of talk about how important this is as the purpose of this video. And then if you guys want me to, I can react to the entire video and sort of give you guys my thoughts about it. And you know, it might be interesting to hear my thoughts and perspective, you know, being a filmmaker and a huge anime fan and reacting to what they had to say and giving my own insight on things. So yeah, if you guys want to see that, please let me know in the comments below and leaving a like on the video. It would greatly help me out, because yeah, I'm definitely down to react to that and everything, but it is an hour long, so it's going to be a lot of editing and a lot of footage. So again, if you guys want me to do that, please let me know, show some love on this video. But anyways, we need to talk about this because this is actually huge. The fact that the producer of the One Piece live action is coming out to a YouTuber that is pretty big in the anime community. From the few minutes of the video that I did watch, I heard him acknowledge the One Piece live action Discord. And like, that's huge, you know, like that's how you know that these people, these crew members that are working on the television show, they actually do care. They are paying attention to what us fans have to say about it. So in my personal opinion, I feel like the One Piece live action already has so much support, given the fact that it is One Piece, and a lot of One Piece fans will stand the series so hard that it doesn't really matter what form of media the source material is in. They will love it to death. And of course, also the PR for this series has already been handled so well, given the fact that Oda himself is working very closely with the project and has a lot of involvement choosing the cast members, as well as giving the story and the idea and the tone and everything of the scenes to the directors and producers that are working on this. So plus I feel like a lot of the cast members have also been pretty spot on and well done. So again, I feel like the PR for this live action project has already been so very well handled already. You can kind of tell that already just from the fact that this live action in particular of anime has already gotten way more support than any other live action anime that has ever come out of Hollywood. But I think this video is actually such a huge big brain chess move for the One Piece live action PR, because it does two very big things. In the few minutes that I watched, the producer and the YouTuber have a little bit of banter about past anime live action adaptations, and they do acknowledge the fact that a lot of them haven't been so great. Me personally, I feel like it's annoying to hear people talk about anime live action when they really don't know what they're talking about, because a lot of them don't know anything about filmmaking or anime or how to translate them, what works, what doesn't. And honestly, a lot of the times people just hate on the fact that anime live action exists. They don't even really understand film or live action in general. They just see anime and they're like, oh, that shouldn't be live action. They don't understand either or forms of art, and it's really annoying when I hear people talk about it. Also, there's this thing with, you know, you can't please everyone. So no matter how hard they try, no matter how good something is to someone, it's always going to be not good to another person. And I feel like people don't really understand that either when it comes to these things. So again, having a good PR for an anime live action is so important, and I feel like that is the most important thing when it comes to these kind of projects, because honestly, you could argue that all the anime live action projects that have come out in the past have at least one person that likes them, or at least some people that do enjoy them. Me personally, I think the Cowboy Bebop wasn't all that bad. Same with Ghost in the Shell. Same with Alita. I think Alita was really well done. There's also Japanese live actions like Rurouni Kenshin that no one even talks about. It's like we have all these good anime live action adaptations that no one even talks about. They're just like, oh, anime live action sucks. But it's like, well, what about Rurouni Kenshin? What about Alice in Borderland? You know, what about all these great live action adaptations of anime that no one talks about in the conversation? But anyway, going back to my main point, from the few minutes that I did watch, the producer and the YouTuber were acknowledging past anime live action adaptations, saying that yeah, they weren't the best, a lot of them are pretty bad, etc, etc. And then I realized something. They are now setting the bar so low for One Piece fans and people in general that are going to be watching this One Piece live action adaptation. They're reminding us that, oh hey, anime live actions haven't been great, therefore we're thinking, oh, so the bar is already super low. Even though Cowboy Bebop had some, you know, pretty good things about it, or some great moments, for the most part people just hate on it. But they're taking advantage of that by saying, oh yeah, that was trash, so the bar is now set low again, right? If this One Piece live action has anything good about it, at least people will be able to latch on to that and be like, well, at least this had something good. Even though Cowboy Bebop had good things, no one really talks about that or remembers it in that manner. They all say, oh, it's trash, and they move on. So yeah, I like the idea of how they're taking advantage of setting the bar extremely low for anime live action in general and trying to run with that, because now they have such a low standard to surpass, and all they need to do really is surpass that and make some good moments. And hey, at the very least, I think the One Piece fans will definitely appreciate what was on the screen, or at least appreciate what Oda tried to do with the franchise in a live action setting. But the second big thing that this does is actually reach the One Piece fans. I think one of the biggest things when it comes to live action anime and PR in general is the fact that, you know, Hollywood has this huge disconnect with anime fans in general, right? Like the Cowboy Bebop live action, I think to the average person wasn't really that bad, and I think it did help with actually bringing a lot of new fans to the Cowboy Bebop series and the franchise itself, because hey, let's not forget, people still hate anime. People still don't watch anime. Not everyone likes anime out there. You know, a lot of people are still in this normie mindset, and they're not gonna watch an anime or Japanese cartoon with girls that have boobs that are animated. Like, you know, normies would never, you know? I do think that the Cowboy Bebop Netflix series actually did help with that, and I do remember actually engaging with people that, you know, had never seen the original anime before, that watched the Netflix series, and they were like, oh, that's really cool, and then they checked it out and they were like, yeah, I really like both. And you know, that's one of the good things that anime live action can do for people. But anyway, when it comes to PR and anime live action, the normies aren't really where the PR needs to reach, right? The PR really needs to reach and do well with anime fans, because the anime fans are the ones that boycott, and they're the ones that can't accept anime being in live action. But I feel like with the producer actually collabing with a YouTuber who is very in touch with the anime community, even though I personally am not really a fan of this guy or whatever, a lot of people are. He's got 2.2 million subscribers. So, but yeah, and what this does is it gives this kind of look and insight into the mind of a Hollywood filmmaker that is working on a project that a lot of anime fans hold dear to them, right? So now we've got all these anime fans that are like, oh, so this is how, you know, someone that's working on the series thinks and how they act and how they're treating it. Like, they're just a regular person, you know? And so now we've got this sort of sympathy of like, oh, hey, like, it's actually not all just corporate heads that are like, yeah, anime sucks, let's just make money off of it, you know? Like they get this little insight, this look into the mind of it, and I feel like that is huge. That's what, you know, anime live action needs, and I think that is gonna play such a huge role in the success of this One Piece live action project. I think it was already doing so well with PR before, and I think this just kind of, you know, it was the nail in the coffin, the icing on the cake, because it did those two very, very huge important things: reach the anime fans themselves and acknowledge that the bar is super low, and establish that it was very low. So now our expectations are set back to that lower standard. So yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say for this one, guys. But before you go, please be sure to check out my channel. I am a huge enthusiast when it comes to anime and live action filmmaking. I am a huge anime fan, and I studied filmmaking, so I am also a filmmaker. And I do believe that the two can be merged into one and done right, done properly. I have dedicated most of my channel and videos to that very study, so definitely be sure to check out my channel if you haven't already, if you're new here. And also, as I mentioned before, please be sure to leave a like and comment on this video. Show some love and support if you guys do want to see me react to the full-on video and give my commentary. But yes, with that being said, that is going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see y'all in the next video.